Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pricilia Feren Pakaya. You can call me Prisil. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Manado, Sulawesi Utara. I was a student at the Manado City Institute Islamic Religion, the Faculty of Tarbiyah from English Education Department of third semester. I want to share my material about noun clause. What is a noun clause? Noun clause is a dependent clause because the sentence structure changes to a noun. If it stands alone, the noun clause actually appears as a complete sentence. However, because it depends on other sentences, then the sentence turns into a noun. For the example, the first example of word is I want to borrow it sentence with a pronoun behind it. The second is when you suddenly say that sentence to your friend without pointing at an object or anything. Your friend must be confused. What do you mean by it? Then consider the following example. The third is I want to borrow the book. Sentence with a noun behind it. And the last example is try saying that sentence to your friend suddenly, even though before you didn't talk about any book. Now, your friend is falling to understand now. Which book does he mean? What book? Doesn't he have many books at home? So what book is he referring to? Types of noun clause. The first is subject noun clause, and the second is noun clause. Subject is a noun clause which acts as the subject in a sentence. Despite its role as a subject, still noun clause is a dependent clause. Without its object, the noun clause would have no meaning. An example: first, when she will come is still unsure. Second, wherever you go, you will have to decide. Third, that he died is the information we haven't heard. Fourth, how we can survive is the most important issue for now. The fifth, whether going or returning is the choice you must take, as opposed to subject noun clause. Object noun clause act as an object in a sentence. Usually the bottom sign of an object type noun clause is that it is located behind the independent clause. And to tell you the truth, the object noun clause is easier to recognize than the subject noun clause. For the example, first, I couldn't decide when to go to the festival. Second, she always overthink what people say about her. Third, he wants to reveal that he has a severe illness. Fourth, why don't you just decide whether to buy an umbrella or raincoat right now? How to identify a noun clause. A few identifiers will help you locate a noun clause in a sentence. Noun clauses often begin with one of, but not only, the words how, that, what, who, and why. Noun clauses contain a subject and a verb, but they cannot stand alone. Noun clauses are dependent clauses that must be paired with an independent main clause. To see if a clause is a noun clause, identify its role in the sentence. If it is acting as a noun, it is a noun clause as opposed to an adjective clause. For example,